chaos we hope to find off Crooked Island in the Bahamas just broke loose, thanks to a slightly upset Blue Marlin.
All right, what about thinking about getting back on this fish? What do you think, guys?
Still taking line?
He stopped. I'd say let's get on him.
I'm out of gear right now.
Come on, got a hell of a lot of line out.
All right, I'm good. Get that other
Got
rod
a little bit
right there.
more, reverse. All right, not too fast.
He's jumping. See him jumping, George?
Yes, I do. I see him. I got a big belly in this line.
That's good. That'll keep him tight.
You want to go back on him or what?
Easy, Bob.
Whoa, hold on. Look. Coming to the boat.
Gosh, he's all over the surface, George.
Spending more time in the air than
He's
in
all
the water.
over the place.
Go forward a little bit. Give me some tight line here. All right. We're cool.
When you get that big bite, that's when all the adrenaline's coming. And I think everybody on the boats is saying, everybody's screaming and yelling where the fish is, fish on, left rig or whatever it is.
And you have to remember, we're shouting for a reason. You're down in a cockpit. You have the noise of the motor, the noise of the ocean, the line coming off the reel. You have a captain who's up in the bridge. You have to communicate with the captain. You can't IM him. You can't pick up your cell phone. The only way to get the word back and forth is to shout.
How deep did he hit?
3,500 feet, maybe a little more.
Okay, straight up and down, just about. Don't get too far on him.
You know, you did take my fish again.
You're almost slow there, Trey. Your reaction time was off.
Joe, you want to grab that tag stick? Like we're about 200-pound fish, something like that?
I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
During May and June, Blue Marlin migrate with a northbound current that flows along the western side of Crooked Island. There's a 26-mile gap between the tip of Crooked by Bird Rock and the easternmost point of Long Island where these marlin funnel through during their migration. We trolled 5 lures and 2 large hookless teasers. Our choice of lure was the Rick's Fancy, a blunt-headed design made by Blue Water Lures. Each lure is rigged with a pair of 10-aught hooks, stiff rigged at a 90-degree angle to each other, and 6 feet of 400-pound test Suffolk Superior monofilament leader. Purple and black was the color of choice, save for a green, blue, yellow pattern and a blue and white one that we'd occasionally integrate into the spread. When you're chasing big fish, line capacity is critical. And what we did with our 70 Internationals, instead of spooling them up with straight 80-pound test line and getting 650 yards, we decided to spool 3/4 of the reel up with 100-pound test braid, which has a diameter that's incredibly smaller than an 80-pound test monofilament line. We then took 200 yards of 80-pound test mono and put it on the reels of Top Shot, followed by a 15-foot-long wind-on leader and then a ball-bearing Spro trolling swivel. By switching over and doing that braid mono Top Shot combination, we increased the reel's line capacity to just over 1,000 yards. And when you're trolling in an area that might just produce that next grander, that is without a doubt the hot setup.
You went to low gear on him, huh?
Yeah, now it's like shifting into power steering mode, you know?
It's good. He's swimming away from us now. That's good.
You're going to take line, not as much, but you'll be able to take line. So now I just want to pump that rod up, drop it, and take line.
I think I've got color, George.
Yep, I can see some color.
Got color down here. All right, that's pretty good. He's good direction there. If we can just get a little line on him, I think we can get him up next to the boat. He's swimming right at us. It's perfect.
Beautiful fish. Awesome. Good tag shot. Woo!
Didn't like
Give me that
that.
handshake. How about what a tag
Didn't
shot?
like
Get
that.
back
Nice
here.
tag, Joe.
George's Tackle Locker presented by Spro, quality swivels and jigs.
In the world of big game fishing, a quality ball-bearing snap swivel is an instrumental piece of equipment. Here's why. The torque that's placed on a bait or lure being dragged through the water basically transforms itself as line twist all the way up your system and onto your reel. A snap swivel alleviates line twist. A couple of pointers about choosing swivels. When you choose the strength of your swivel, always let that be determined by the strength of your leader and not the fishing line. For example, if I'm using a 100-pound test wind-on leader, I'll use a 165-pound test ball-bearing snap swivel. I basically go top-heavy when choosing my swivels. Also, at the end of the day, when I soak down my rods and reels, I also thoroughly wash and rinse my snap swivel. And finally, when you go into a tackle shop to buy a swivel, make sure to purchase the top name brands that are made out of quality materials. Basically, that's going to ensure against you losing a trophy fish due to swivel failure.
Just keep bumping it forward, Bob. Okay, he's got to go. Got him. He's got to go.
Beautiful.
The Marlin Madness off Crooked Island in the Bahamas shifts into high gear when we return.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing is brought to you by Mako, run with the shark. Offshore angler, worth its salt. Float on. Lowrance Electronics, we lead, we find, you win.
With Trey Ryan on the wire, we get set to free our tagged Blue Marlin. The action is taking place off Crooked Island in the southeastern Bahamas.
Wearable sight, guys.
Hold on it. Come on.
Yeah, I got the lure.
Okay, he's got to go.
Got him.
He's got to go.
All right.
He's got to go.
Beautiful. Gentlemen.
Good job, Joe.
Excellent. Joe, fantastic.
That's a workout, huh?
It was. Dolphin colored.
Nice fish.
Rick's fancy, huh? Look at
Rick's
that.
fancy.
Crooked Island will surely make the A-list for many big game anglers who have boats with the range to get down here. For those who'd rather fly in, Over Under Charters is waiting for you. Trey Ryan and his operation specialize in fishing trips to the far southeastern Bahamas. Their calendar begins with Wahoo excursions off either Cat Island, San Salvador, or Rump Key between January and March. Weather permitting, they'll even run down to the fabled Diana Bank. June is marlin time off Crooked. Over Under also has private aircraft to simplify your getting here. As we proved, Crooked Island is virtually a sure bet in June. It's one of the few areas where you can fish for and catch blue marlin and rarely compete with another boat. What big game angler can ask for more than that?
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Let George Poveromo teach you how to score more blue marlin in the Bahamas. Log on to ESPNOutdoors.com.